made some mistakes, and hopefully they'll be fixed now. This game was made in 2018. It's a wonderful production. There's just a lot of love and enthusiasm by the developers thrown into it. I'll be doing today. We'll be starting from the beginning. I do play with some restrictions that I'll put into the video link and describe. I'm playing a normal mode because I've not played this game in years, and I'm very rusty. I'm not really a great gamer or anything. I think I skipped some of the intro. I try to play kind of slowly. I'll be doing some stuff offline, like when I gather herbs and stuff like that. I'll just comment on that, and I'll try to focus this mostly on main quests and side quests, and not so much the housekeeping things. Although sometimes I will go into that, as appropriate. And also try to keep these casts to about an hour, 15 minutes or so, hour and a half at the most. I think if I just kind of go through the main story part and do that rather than picking herbs or other things, that would be helpful. And I also will probably not try to overtalk.
Same to you.
So let's just enjoy it. This is what takes place in the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which was, or actually the Holy Roman Empire, which I like to say when I teach history was neither holy nor Roman nor an empire. In the 15th, 16th century.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good.
War that was going on.
I should get it finished
empire.
today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
The
He
main
was still
hero is
sleeping when I
Henry.
went out.
He's a young
At
man,
this
fired
hour?
between 18 and 20.
Blue-blooded idler.
And
Wow.
he's called a
It
blue-blooded
looks
idler
like
by
he
his
was out
father.
all evening,
So
drinking
he's a
like a
teenager.
lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Excuse me, I have a cold.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
And there's a lot of cutscenes in this game. They're pretty important. They add a lot of context to the story. And then you have menus you can choose from, very typical of other games. It's a little more story-driven than a lot of open-world games. You're kind of
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
So I'm going to pick one, and you can pick
I was with
choices, and
Bianca.
they increase
We
skills
were,
based on what you choose to do.
Talking?
Talking, were you? That's what you call it, is it?
Stop it, Ma.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling
And
me.
I'll show you the
And it's connected
character
with that
screen in a little
scratch
bit.
on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
No. It's just... Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. There's no
Probably
interest
the
in
wrong thing to
poaching.
say.
It's just a bit of fun.
And that was a fib.
Christ, give me strength. Just
with
don't
his
do anything
girlfriend.
stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise. Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was.
And every time you talk,
And you know
build
how
up
his
your
joints
speech
pain
skills,
him.
so it's a lot of
He's
good
too
ideas and play
proud
out
to
your
complain.
options.
But he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says
In
his
this game
knees
you
ache
start,
when there's a storm
you're just
coming.
a
I hope
normal
they're wrong
kid.
this time.
You have no skills
looking like
for what
such a
you're gonna
nice
be
day.
having to go through.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Yeah, of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Okay, so we're gonna get some food and pick up some stuff. And you can see there's cheese there. And what you do is you interact with the menu and it goes into your inventory. So I'm gonna get that. And let's see. I'm gonna grab bread roll. I'm gonna grab basically everything that's here.
Huh.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it.
How are you, Henry?
Hit her
Goodbye.
by accident. And I'm gonna go to my inventory, hit food, and I'll eat something here. And what I like to do is I'm just gonna grab everything I can in the house. And I'm gonna get everything up, get my nourishment up. There are penalties if you drop too high in nourishment and sleep. Let's just look real fast at the character screen. Here's the player screen, and you can see the basic stats. He's level 1, and not really great stats. And you have to build these up, and that's why I took, agility's hard to get up, so I took that one there. And these will kind of influence how you do in combat, and these are your interactions. So that's the basic player screen. Different combat skills you can see. This guy can't fight, and you have various other skills that will build up. One of the ones we're going to work up a lot is herbalism, because we have a time. I'll be doing it mostly offline. Now what I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and open up this chest. I'm just going to take everything that's here, and I'm going to go into here and look around, see what's in this room. And everything, I'm just going to take everything that's here, and I'm going to take it all, and I'm going to sell most of it. And because I'm going to need money, obviously the adventure is going to begin, and also give me some food if I need it. I'm just grabbing what I can. You got to be careful about that you don't have too much. And what we're going to do is we're going to sell as much as we can. See the weight I have at like 30 pounds of food and stuff on me here. I can't open this, I don't have a lockpick. So one of the things I'm going to try to do is get a lockpick. It's not as easy as it sounds. It's not like you can buy them because they're pretty much, you're going to be doing nefarious things. I'm just going to show you another mechanic. As you wander around, you can look for plants, and if they highlight, it means you can pick them. Again, I'm not going to do this online. I'll be doing this probably after I finish here, because it's rather tedious. But if you go here and you pick, and you get these herbs, and you can use them for crafting, or you can sell them. And I'll be scouring through later in the day. What I'm going to do is, my father's going to give me some tasks, and again, I'm just picking some on the way. He's going to give me some tasks that I need to do, and I'm going to focus on doing almost all of them. And then what I'll do is I'm going to pause before I'll finish a task, but I won't come back to him. And then I'll do some stuff
What's
offline.
the matter with you? Didn't you hear me calling you?
So when you speak, you can rely on different strengths, and this is just basically speaking. You can try to use your, you can use different skills in your speech. You can use, like, your charisma is the second one, your brute strength if you look like you're a tough guy. You can bribe people. You can also try other skills if you have a certain skill in something. And let's just say I'm going to go with this one.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Not hardcore. There's
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it.
I've played it.
Is that all?
Through the game.
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasser.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard.
One of the biggest things
Got
you
it.
can get so much money.
And ale.
There are certain
Stop
mechanics
off
that
at the
I won't
tavern
be
on your
using,
way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see
which
that
makes for a
girl
longer
of yours.
gameplay and a little
But
rougher,
make sure the ale's
kinda
still
more
cool
rewarding
from the
and
cellar
I
when you
think
get
more
back.
realistic.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Okay, so we have these tasks that we have to do, and I have some things I want to do my own. And so I have these 4 tasks, and I'll take care of them, but I'm going to do some other things now. And again, I could be picking a lot of herbs here, but I'm not going to. And one mechanic you can do is really good is just to run. Just run around And you can see as you run, my stamina bar on the bottom is running down. And this is a way to build up your vitality, is just by kind of running around like a madman all over the place, jumping over fences. And you can see what happens when you get tired. You start getting that haze, and then I just start running again. And this is a good way to kind of build up your vitality, which will help you stay in a fight longer. And let's see. Now, one other mechanic I'm going to do here, I'm going to crouch, and I'm going to try to sneak on this guy. And I could knock him out if I wanted to, but I'm thinking about
Is this some new
but
kind
he's
of
so
game?
now, so I'm not going to. But that's good to basically improve your stealth. I don't know if I'm going to use it that much here, because if you do sneak up on people, they kind of don't like it too much. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this guy Kunish. He owes some money, and you can track out where the tasks are with your map. I am not the best map reader in this. So we're going to go right to Kunish right away. He's at sea, so we're just going to orient ourselves this way. Make sure I'm facing him, because I am not the best at this. And I'm going to try to get the money for my father. And this guy's a tough guy. And you can get an idea of, like, there he is.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
Now, what you do
I've
here
got
can lead
nothing.
to various
Clear off.
results. We'll see what happens.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
I'm gonna push the issue a bit with him.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna get into a fight. So what you want to do is you can hook it slower. I tend to do a lot of jab. Kicking is trying to kick him away. If you hit tab, you lock on him and try to switch, unlock, and Q is to block. You're holding your hands in defense, and then you have your various things as your health goes down. It can get dangerous. Your stamina goes down. So the big thing to remember is to use your Q to block punches, and then what you want to fight with. So I'm gonna back off with him. Yeah, this guy's tough.
Here!
Stopper!
This guy is really tough. He gets in trouble. See how he's walking me? This guy kicks a lot though. Try to drag this out because you can build up your skills with this guy. That was a good hit. And what happens is as
You're
he
going
hits
to
you,
cry
stab him.
now.
And he got me.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
So, we're gonna go find Mom, because he beat me up pretty bad. And let's go find her.
God be with you, Henry.
So we're gonna run back home. This guy is kind of a mom's weight. He's kind of a big mouth. And
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
alright. So we're healed up. And we have a couple things we can do now. We're gonna try to... Let's see what we got next. Let's look at our quest list here. We can get... Let's pick up the cross guarder right here. And that'll... It's on our to-do list, and nothing really happens until we go back to the father with all the stuff and help him work on the sword. So, like I said, we're gonna keep running around town, do things for about an hour, and let's talk to these guards.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you,
can
Henry.
see I'm beat up, so they might mention
How
it.
are you?
Ugh, things could be better.
Yes, yeah,
Connor
with the
shows
cleanup,
us money
people
and he
can see
doesn't want
that,
to
what the
pay.
hell's wrong with you?
That drunkard? It won't be easy wringing any coin out of him. What will you do?
I don't know yet, but I have a feeling it won't go smoothly.
Too right. Kunish won't listen to anything but the whip. Mind you don't lose your teeth.
Father
And
sent
I
me.
think what I'm going to do
We're
is
forging
I might
a
do
sword for
something
Sir
mean to him.
Radzig, and the Chamberlain
I
has
try
the
to be good,
crossguard
but
and grip.
Some
Father had them
people, there's just
engraved
no
in
use in
Sasau.
keeping them hanging around.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you.
And I
We
can
looked
get
them
some
over.
skills.
Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword.
So this
Just
guy
make sure you
is
don't
my
botch
father.
it.
He's like this
When did I
master
ever botch
swordsman
anything?
in this small nothing town.
Where shall I
And
start?
A lot of
Ah,
people
shut up and
comment
give
on
me what
that.
I want, or I'll kick your
And
ass
his
this evening.
relationship with his
Right
father,
away,
his
your
relationship is pretty
lordship.
important.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we want to do next. We're going to hit the map. Let's see. Buy a bag of charcoal. I want to sell some stuff. Buy ale at the tavern. That's the last thing we're going to do. We're going to try to get the axe back another way. And not sure what this one is. Let's see if I can go closer. Sorry, I have a pretty bad sinus cold. Let's see. Buy a bag of charcoal. What is this one? Let's see what this one is. Buy a bag of charcoal, so that's the same. That's last. Go ahead and figure out a way to do it. I'm gonna talk to my friends, Chris. Maybe they can help me out. Fritz and Matthew. They're kind of sluggy kind of guys. And I'm gonna show you the mechanic again. We're gonna work on our sneaking, and we're gonna try to get on this guy. And you really want to be careful when you do this. You don't want to be seen.
Is this some new kind of game?
So he saw me before, and I guess he knew I was coming. I'm not good at it yet. I'm gonna look for my buddies. Actually, I'm also going to sell some stuff, and I can buy the charcoal. So let's work on the selling mechanic. And you have all these traders and stuff. You have different shops, and you can interact with the people trading here.
came.
And let's see.
Come on up and see.
I'm going to go to the store here. And there's a store right here. And let's see. Oh, I run into my buddy's friends.
Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth.
And it's fine, I
Sigismund
wanted to
has
talk
done
to my
only
buddies
what
here.
he
I
had
gotta wash up.
He had to
Look
abduct the
bad,
king.
look
He
shady.
had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Gutenberg.
Why not? What is
the
this
political
Wenceslas for
struggle
a
that's
king?
going on.
The
You have
empire
a
is
king,
falling asunder in his hands.
Wenceslas,
The
who
German
is just
counts
a
elected
wreck.
Ruprecht of the Palatinate
and
as
he
king
is
because
the king,
your
the
Wenceslas would
And,
not go to their deeds
he
even.
can't control
German
the
counts,
kingdom, and he's
traitors.
off
Now
the
even the
Pope
Pope
be with you,
Sigismund
Henry.
is
I'm with you, Matthew.
king in another
What's going
part
on
of the
here?
empire and is kinda
Deutsch is spouting
taking
shit.
over.
What?
Just listen and you'll
His
hear for
name, but
yourself.
by exercising a
Someone
lot of control of military
has to bring
power.
order and
That's the
reunite
political-
the empire.
That's the political situation.
What do I
Obviously,
care
when
about
any
the
civil war
Austrians?
causes problems.
And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your dear
Now
will
I'm
soon
hoping
have
that
nothing
Fritz
left
can
to
help
rule.
me
Jobst
with
had to sell
something.
Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with
And
Sigismund
don't
and
forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words
I forgot to
exactly.
wash up, and I should have.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know,
So this is Matthew and
the
Fritz,
one
and
right
this
next
is
to
his
this
best
freshly
friends, and
whitewashed
You can
house.
see he's not keeping up with the brightest
You think we
bulbs
should
in the
redecorate
bunch.
for him?
Yeah, they're pretty much dolls.
Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. Those
But
one
a
day.
friend is a friend.
What do you say, Henry?
Now
But
you
I
have
was going to get
decide.
ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few
And he's torn
handfuls in
because
manure is not
he
going to
knows
take
his
all
folks
day.
don't like
And
these two
it's our
clowns.
duty to defend the honor of our
But he's
king.
a teenager.
So, how? Are you with us?
And like most teenagers, he's going to make a wrong decision.
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
I want to
No problem. We'll back you up.
try to talk
Just
to
as soon as
Fritz.
we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
All right. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Good day, Henry.
We'll look for a water barrel. Alright, I'm gonna wash here, but it's not letting me. Let's see if it lets me. Okay, good, it does, because I was in pretty bad shape. Where are my buddies? There they are. I'm gonna talk to Fritz.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why?
Gonna get to talk to
Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
And he is,
Yeah.
and he's not that bright.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me.
So,
I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Although we're not quite at war, obviously, in the United States, but it's pretty heated. Politics is never a good thing, and it gets nasty, so... My reputation went down, but I increased my strength, so that's a trade-off. And you gotta decide, you know, your actions will have consequences, and one thing that can happen, you can get tossed in the clink, and that's not a good thing.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillar. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Hey, they can be dead by 20. I mean, they made it past their youth.
You bastard!
But they'll be dead by 30.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try.
Here we go.
What are you doing here, Zbigniew?
The thing is, if
Hanging out with this poxy
guard sees
dosher?
us, we can get a lot of trouble for this.
Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
So the key is don't get arrested.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Hell with you. Hit it.
Alright, cops are coming. Time to fucking get out of here.
Run, you cowards! Welcome, Henry.
I want to talk with Fritz.
Look out.
I'm gonna look again for
sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
I don't want them to... Let me see here.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take care of this guy. And I'm hoping I get some thieving tools from Fritz.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
Just try it, you old drunk. Come on.
I'm not done with him. We'll see.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
So we're going to go in Kunesh's place and look for his chest. You can never find it. It's around here somewhere. Took me like half an hour to find it last time. Again, I'm not by any means an expert at these games. That's not it. Maybe it's in here. He has a chest, and the stuff that I need is in it. It doesn't show up easily. It's not here. Let's see if it's showing on the map anywhere. It's showing in here. And when I see it, it'll be like, oh my god, it was there all the time. See if I close this door. Not showing up. Let's open it. Just wondering if it might be another door. Can't find it. Let me see, maybe if I close it, I can see in here better. I'll be spending the next half hour looking for this stupid thing. Here we go. Okay, what we're going to do now is we want to sell some stuff, and want to find Fritz again.
God save Henry. God be with you, Henry.
See if I have any money. Yeah, how much groschen do I have, if any? Don't have any money. That's not good. Alright, let's see if I can find my buddies.
God be with you.
Excuse me again. So what we're going to do is try to trade here, and I'm just going to sell pretty much everything I have. And just the mechanism is you add stuff to your basket, and you sell. In case, but I don't think I'll need them. Let's see what else we got to sell. You can also drink from pots here. I don't do it too often, but sometimes I do. Like I said, I just don't try to abuse it. So 1906. And you can get money by selling herbs. That's a good thing to do. I'll be doing that mostly offline. Okay, let's see. I'm going to check the basket. I'm going to try to haggle, which means I'm going to try to get a little bit more money. And it's based on your herb. I probably should have washed up.
Let's talk about the price.
But I'm not too bad looking.
Why not?
I'm going to try to get a little bit more. You got to be careful with that. You can slide things up and down, and you just don't want to go too high. So I'm going to try to get 22 out of it. I probably won't, but I might.
Agree?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
So I get an extra buck out of it. I'm just going to... Sure. Now,
That's
when you
a sum I
trade,
can live with.
your reputation can go up or down depending on how you do. Mine didn't go up or down, but not bad. Okay, so let me get the charcoal real fast. And a couple of things. And I want to find Fritz. I think that's him over there. Nope, it's not Fritz. So let's buy, I'm going to buy this for the charcoal dealer.
Greetings.
And we're going to just trade with him.
See you later.
And I need to get 10 pieces of charcoal. And let's see, I'm just gonna close the deal. I doubt he'd go lower. Okay, this guy I want to talk to, but I want to find Fritz and Matthias. Let's go look around the tavern.
God bless you.
Now, one thing I have to do is talk to Bianca, who's my girlfriend, but I don't want to talk to her now. I'm going to save that for last.
Rags, fabric, brocade, satin. You'll find it all
Here, looking around the tavern area.
God be with you, Henry.
Let's look at the map real fast. And we need to buy ale at the tavern and go sword fighting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for Fritz and them. Like I said, I probably won't find them. I don't think I'll be able to get something I wanted. I wanted to get lockpicks and Fritz has them. I'll spoil that. And again, I don't know the mechanic. It's been 3 years, so I don't know the mechanic to get him to give me the things. That's why I'm looking for him again. So let's see if we can find Fritz and
fabric, red, buttons,
buddies.
laces. Come, people, come.
Worst comes to worst, I'll just do the fighting first. It doesn't really matter. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be
Hail to the hero.
This is the
So you haven't changed your mind about it, then?
So I'm going to talk to this guy.
Have you recovered from yesterday's
He's going
great
to teach
wound?
me how to fight a
That
little
was
bit.
nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck
So
in?
this guy is leaving rather suddenly.
Yes.
And
All right,
just
I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
All right, so we're going to go to the sheepfold. And if we look for it. And the sheepfold is, I believe, over this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some flowers on the way. And what I'm going to try to do is sell some of these and also get up to a certain skill that if you get to a certain point you get perks as you raise levels and you can do more things. And it's a good way of income because you really don't have a lot of money, and money's good, it helps you. And you see you're picking very little as you start, but as you get better at it, you can pick more and more, and this can really actually be a pretty good source of income for the game. And I could actually lose as long as I want. He's going to wait for me. Because the game, the clock kind of has a, freeze until you pretty much get into the main part of the quest, which is returning everything for the sword and go to your father. But I'm going to go ahead and use the sheepfold stuff, and I'm going to try to run around a little bit. Now I'm wounded a little bit, so I got to be careful. Now I got to find this guy, and he's going to be waiting around here somewhere. He's just hanging out. There he is. So I'm going to grab some stuff real fast before I forget. Grab some nettles. Do a little bit of weeding. And again, you can sell these things. These remain. You can make tonics out of these. Which are, like all these games, it's a big part of the game. And I'm just going to try to pick this up just to show you the mechanic. It's pretty easy. I'm not picking up much, but once you get better at this, you'll pick up whole bunches of them, and it gets a lot faster. And again, so it's a good skill to have. I try not to use tonics too much. They're really overpowered like they are in most games. Alright, so we're going to talk to this guy.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
So we're going to learn some basics of sword fighting. I'm going to maybe play this out a bit because I can...
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
See, I got a lock from him. Now I walk again.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never
Slashing
repeat
is
yourself.
with the left mouse, and stabbing is with the right. Sometimes.
Very good. Good. Nice. Good. Once again. Fine. Nice. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Not bad. Again. Good. Once again. Good. Once again. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
And I've healed up, which is good.
All right. Fine.
Yeah, I just ceased to beat the living daylights out of him.
Fine. All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of thirsty. Remember though.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do one last. Actually, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to take a quick look around for Fritz and his buddies, and try to get some loot. I'm going to grab some nettles here. I'll be closing out the cast real soon. But some basic mechanics. I still have to go to the tavern, but that's the last thing I do before I go back home and finish the sword with dear old Dad. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you're new to the game, you learned something. And it's a fun game. Like all open worlds, the replay is not the best unless you want to go a different route, which is I tend not to like to go the dirty, rotten scoundrel route. I'm considering it. I might just make him to be a real... I didn't get the kind of start I would want to do that. And again, what you want to do if you want to go that route is you want to basically... You need to get the lockpicks, and you want to basically... You burn your bridges with this town. But I just don't see it that Henry at this point would do it. I do think there are places that he might do it later on, and that might be an option. So we'll see. Sometimes getting these herbs is not easy, and so we're gonna close this cast in a moment. And I do have a mod I'm using. When I save, the best way to save is you have to basically sleep, or you have to drink what's called saving schnapps. I am using a mod that I can just save because I'm going to be saving a lot of times in a place that's... I don't want these videos to go too long. And, there's only so much fun you can get when you're watching someone pick up flowers. So we're going to close out in a second, and I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you come back from where I am going to do the whole playthrough. I tend to be... I do a lot of the side quests and other things, but when I'm in open world, I probably won't be casting because a lot of times it's just riding around and looking for stuff. Alright, so I'm going to log this out for now, save the game. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you again. Save. And again, normally you can't save like that. Okay, and I'm going to quit. So have a great day.